regarding any topic or anything specific, let us discuss. Or if you want to just say that what you have learned and you have a query in this topic, or you want to understand this topic better. So if anything is there, please do share, and then we will go for the discussion. Yes, sir.
Sir, can you please elaborate on the DOPS method of assessment, because that is my project. So I'll have a little bit more clarity.
Yeah. Okay. One is DOPS. Okay. Second is anybody else?
Sir, can you share some reading material where we can get most of the things what you have learned in one or two resources, like some textbooks are there? Because till now we have got a lot of articles, but are there any published books on? Yeah.
Yeah, it is there. So we'll share with you books also. I hope all of you have gone through the video which you have missed and the article which has been shared on LMS. Have you gone through it?
Few of them, not each and every article, sir, but
so madam, this is for you, Minna madam.
Yes, sir.
That if you look at this DOPS form, this is from Australian Medical Council.
Okay, sir. Can I take a snapshot of it, sir?
I will mail you, or I will share with you. No problem.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay, so I will just download it right now and we'll share with you.
Sir, I'll share my mail ID in the WhatsApp group.
Sure. Okay, so see, this is the way that based on the whatever skill you want to assess. So what here they have written, candidate's name, assessor's name. See, this is an example. You doesn't everything as per this. Okay, then date of assessment and assessment position. Now this is patient information, because whenever you're performing in any skill, either it will be any patient or it will be any of the simulated patient. Okay, you can just mention of the patient is, for example, pediatric patient, 8 year, 9 year, adult patient, 20 years, 8 years, whatever is. And what is the setting? Setting means community setting or hospital setting or classroom setting. And which and here also they have maintained that this is PG year 1 standard. So you also have some level that, okay, in first year, if you are doing something, first year student should know this much, second year should know this much, and third year should know this much. Okay, and then you can have checklist like this. They demonstrate and understand understanding of indicate relevant anatomy, technique of the procedure. Okay, obtain informed consent, demonstrate appropriate preparation pre-procedure, appropriate analgesia for self. For example, what I know, tooth extraction. If I take a simple skill of tooth extraction, you can have that checklist. Okay, and then based on this marking, you can have an overall performance, that not yet competent, and not observed. So student will know that, okay, here this is the area which I have to focus and I have to learn more, and this is the area which I haven't touched only, so I have to look into it. Okay, below is the overall comment, and date, signature of assessor and signature of candidate, that okay, I have been observed using this scale. Okay, and so I will share this. And when you are preparing such checklist, see, this is a checklist which is prepared by them. So for your skill, you 2-3 people can come together and prepare such checklist. In fact, you can go for a small booklet if you have a 15 or 20 checklist, you combinedly 2 to 3 people become an author of that, validate it, and then you share checklist with explanation. That when you are writing that appropriate analysis of subsidization. So actually what you want, what you expect. So that you should explain here. That appropriate analgesia of subsidization, what you mean by it.
Mhm.
So if it is used by any of the PG examiner or UG examiner, they should be aware that what they want here, and according to they will mark it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I will share this with you. Regarding sir, we will definitely share 1 or 2 PDF of the books. Okay.
Thank you,
And
sir.
as I was telling, ipseducation.in. So in this LMS, as you are aware, that we have almost all the video except 2, all the videos are available here. All of you have access of this, or you are accessing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so then there I am not spending a time for it. So we have tried to upload maximum except 2 video. All videos are uploaded in respective place. Respective place means in assessment you will find assessment video, teaching learning you will find teaching
Hello.
learning video. I will also share one Excel file in a group. I will also share one Excel file, because if you see, okay, let me ask one question. Total how many session you have attended till date? This is which number session? Googly question. Not you have attended. This is how many number session?
Sir, I
Not
have missed
counted, sir.
2 sessions.
Okay. Any wild guess? Any wild guess? You will also surprised.
Sir, we started in August, so it is August, almost nearly 1 year. 1 year means
Is it
might
50th
be,
session, sir?
152.
Huh?
50th?
no, every yeah.
Nearby, it is a 45th session today. So we are completing 45th session. You just think that at this age and with such busy schedule, you have attended maximum. So we are completing 45, and now we will have 5 sessions for your presentation. Every time we will have a presentation of 2 people, and then we will discuss it. Okay. So all videos are available. You can just go through it again if you have any query. And today we are going to discuss 2 things. Just a second. So we will have a session today. First, I am going to take on e-portfolio. Now, can anybody tell what is the difference between logbook and portfolio?
Portfolio is the digital base, sir.
Yeah. Anything else anybody wants to add?
Sir, logbook has got only curricular activities. E-portfolio has got curricular and co-curricular and other interests.
Yes, perfect. Okay.
The
Let's go.
achievements are also
Yes,
achievements.
yes. Yes, Dr. Meenakshi, can you just repeat again?
Sir, even the students' achievements can also be highlighted in e-portfolios.
That achievement also can be. So we'll see today. There are different types of
Progress, sir. Progress of the student.
progress also can be done. So if you look at my PPT, always I start with some of the warning or some of the conflict that it is not possible to enlist each and every stone from the sea. Few prominent ones have been selected. All the content are not my own and are from various sources for only educational purpose, and learn at your own risk. Okay. Puri. So these are few of the reference.
Learn it at your risk.
इट मीन्स मैं अभी आपको पढ़ा रहा हूँ, आप इसका यूज करोगे तो आपके साथ क्या होगा इसके लिए मैं रिस्पॉन्सिबल नहीं हूँ. यू कैन गेट वेरी गुड कमेंट्स, यू कैन गेट पुअर कमेंट्स, and it is more of a fun statement, doesn't mean much. Okay, so these are the few of the reference from where the PPT has been created. So there are two parts. We can divide portfolio into theoretical and practical part. We will try to see both. Okay, we'll try to see both. So our objective of the session is what is portfolio, difference between logbook, record book and portfolio, types, essential elements of portfolio, stages of creating, tools, demonstration, use of e-portfolio for assessment, and 10 pulse of e-portfolio. So this we are going to discuss. Okay. Okay. When you hear this word portfolio, what does come to your mind? Inside the education, outside the education, when you hear this word portfolio.
Pictures, sir. Photograph taken.
Okay. Yeah, hero, heroine. Portfolio of the photograph. Yes,
सर
very good.
वही पता है बस.
वही पता है. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody is in the share market?
List of stocks and the mutual funds.
Yes. So these are also portfolio.
Yes, sir.
List of cabinet ministers. Then there is something like an investment, short-term investment. These are also portfolio. These are also different portfolios. But what we are going to discuss is our student portfolio or education portfolio. Okay. So what is portfolio? A definition is it's a story. It is a story of knowing what? Knowing what? Knowing about things, knowing about oneself. If you will track your portfolio, you will come to know that what you have done and where you are. Knowing an audience, because if you are aware that you are creating portfolio for whom, you must know your audience. Or we can say portfolios are the students' own stories of what they know, why they believe they know it, and why others should be of the same opinion. अगर मैं ऐसा बोलता हूं कि मुझे इतना आता है, तो I have to add some proof that why I am telling that मुझे इतना आता है, and because I have given some evidence, दुनिया सबूत मांगती है. So when I give some evidence, you will also believe that okay, I know this much. Okay, portfolio is an opinion backed by the fact. Okay, students prove what they know with the sample of their work. So this is the definition given by Paulson and Paulson. So other definitions are collection of learners' progression in the task and competencies. It is an objective evidence of what you have documented in logbook. It includes selected assignment, self-assessment, feedback, work-based assessment, in-training formative assessment, and lot many things. Okay. In a simple word, a collection of evidence. It is a collection of evidence of student activity that outline own learning experience, require intellectual processing. Why? Because we ask them to write a reflection that what you have learned. When logbook is supported by supportive document and reflection, it becomes portfolio. Okay. So what is the difference? Anyone? Yes, anyone can try. What is the difference?
Sir, logbook contains the learning experience, whereas portfolio, in addition, their reflections and their feedbacks and their co-curricular activities, achievements that they have collected through their learning experience.
And record book?
Record book of all the record of activities being done during the learning periods.
Or we can say during laboratory activity.
Laboratory procedures, yes, sir.
Yes. So logbook, you are absolutely right. Now we will go by the dictionary definition. A logbook is a verified record of the progression of the learner, documenting the acquisition of the required knowledge and skill or competency. Okay. Then record book is an important means of communication between home and the school. अब छोटे थे तब वो पेरेंट्स से सिग्नेचर करवाना होता था कि आपके पेरेंट्स का सिग्नेचर लेके आना, आपका ये रिजल्ट है, आपने ये किया है, वो किया है. So it is actually primarily meant of the communication between home and school. Student are to record all homework, messages and other communication. वो सिक लीव अपने को लेनी होती थी तो भी उसमें ही लिख के पेरेंट्स लिख के देते थे कि आज उसकी तबीयत ठीक नहीं थी तो उसने होमवर्क नहीं किया है, अगर याद हो तो वही सब जो था. So that comes in the record book. Okay. Parents and staff are encouraged to communicate through this medium. Parents and the home teachers are expected to sign the record book weekly. So, okay, so this is again a dictionary definition. And combination of record book plus feedback plus reflection is a log book. So, sorry, it's portfolio. Okay, record book plus feedback plus reflection is equal to portfolio. Okay, what are the types of portfolio? Can anybody? What are the types of portfolio you may think?
Student portfolios.
Okay.
It's a ministry portfolio.
Okay. So first is a teaching portfolio. This portfolio is used for a pre-service teachers or री-लाइसेंस. आप में होता है ना वो हर 5 साल में आपको वो रिन्यू कराना पड़ता है रजिस्ट्रेशन. Is it there?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
So they might, in some of the state they are asking, and in some of the state they are asking nothing, they just renew it, just take fees and renew it. But at some of the places is require you to submit that what I have done in last 5 years, and according to that they will reissue. So that is a teaching portfolio, or we can say clinical portfolio. Other name is a working portfolio. An intentional collection of work guided by SLO contains documents which student have done or completed. So that is a working portfolio. Third comes display portfolio. हम जो display करते हैं, showcase करते हैं. Okay. So that is a showcase of student based work. That is a display portfolio. And last, which we are interested is a assessment portfolio. Illustrate how a student has met the specific standard and learning outcome. If you see in some of the objectives, some of the places they are mentioning that these are the things that student has to do independently. These are the things student has to do under supervision. So in assessment portfolio, we will see that what they have done up to what level. So there is an assessment portfolio, and we are commonly using assessment portfolio in our institutes. Okay, हम जो actually करते हैं, that is nothing but an assessment portfolio. So initially we were like this, but now gradually we are moving towards e-portfolio. Okay, online portfolio. As per the NMC guideline for PG, now it is compulsory to have an e-portfolio. Okay, so we'll see how we can create e-portfolio. Okay, it is also known as a digital portfolio, online portfolio, e-folio like this. Okay, collection of electronic evidence assembled and managed by the user, usually on the internet, may include text, electronic files, image, multimedia, blog entries, and hyperlink. So everything is possible in this portfolio. Okay, so everything is there in a portfolio. So such electronic evidence can be both demonstration of user's ability and platform for self-expression, and can maintain dynamically over the time. So it has been mentioned in NMC that PG student has to maintain every weekly and faculty has to see every month. Okay, so such thing you can start, not compulsion if you don't have a compulsion from DIC, but you can start in your institute. The advantage is you can track it. Okay, so it is a maintained by learner. Documents are achievements or a process shared with the smaller broad audience depending on the need. You can show only to the PG or your PG teacher or your guide, or you can put it on the website. Okay, how you can do it? Let me share with you. If you look at my mail, when I create one mail, this is my signature, and if you look at this link, I am opening this link. So this I can say my portfolio, which is shared with everyone. Can you see the screen? So this is my home. Then memory means different photographs are there. Then academic profiles are there. Scientific publication, paper presented, administrative responsibility, awards, and there is a lot many things. So this can be considered as the portfolio shared with the public. So if you ask me, sir, what is your CV? I will just simply give you the link. You can get everything. I can upload it and edit it as and when required. Okay, so this is one of the example of dynamic portfolio. Used for documentation, progress monitoring, assessment, and showcasing. Okay. So why to use an e-portfolio? Anything from your side?
Sir, monitoring the students' progress.
Okay.
How are they advancing in life? What are their
How-
milestones being achieved?
And what is the advantage of using e-portfolio?
So it can be accessible
Access
anyone at any
easily, sir.
time.
It can be accessed anytime from anywhere. Yes, Dr. Meenakshi?
Sir, same thing, sir. It can be accessed, and it will be easy for us to share our details also.
So
Yes.
record will be maintained.
Archiving.
E-records will be maintained.
E-records can be maintained. Archiving is possible. Okay.
No need to spend money on it, sir.
Yeah.
No need to spend money on preparing it. Sir.
No need to spend much money on it, because what I have shared with you just now was a free Google site. Not a single penny was spent for it.
So can we keep updating it as and when we progress? It can be updated,
Yeah,
sir.
we have to update. I am not updating it, but we'll try to keep updating. But it is required that otherwise people will get old news only.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is the reason.
So along with that, student will also gain an enhancement of computer and technology skill. They will also develop a thinking skill. They will also develop an aesthetic skill. How can I show my things better? So along with the e-portfolio, these all things will come. Okay. Now advantage of student we have already shared. What is the advantage to teacher of e-portfolio?
Self-assessment, sir. Progress of our own work. How far are we advancing?
Teachers can see the progress of the student.
When we are using for the student,
yes,
what
sir.
is the advantage?
The teacher can keep track of the student's progress.
There will be
Yes.
direct access.
Direct access.
Then
Sir, comparison between the students.
comparison between student. Okay. Important thing is flexible. At night, you are going traveling somewhere and you want to access or verify the portfolio, you can verify. No need to sit in the room only, and if the too much portfolio you have to see for your UG or PG student, you can do it anytime, anywhere. So this is an important advantage. Accessible, portable, examinable, replayable. आपको दूसरी बार देखना है तो दे सकते हैं, वीडियो कोई है, कुछ भी है, reviewable, shareable, personalized and creative. So this is an overall advantage to student as well as teacher. Okay. Now, as I said, there are two types of portfolio: working portfolio and presentation portfolio. So this is for showing the people, and this is just to keep at one place, like a repository, like an archive. So usually we try to convert our working portfolio into presentation portfolio. Okay. We will not go into this slide. We'll skip this. So traditionally, what we were doing, collecting the data. Now what we are doing, when technology is added, we are archiving. Initially we were selecting, now we are linking. That as it is online, we can link one thing with the other with the third, like that. Then with traditional, we were reflecting. Now you can have a storytelling. Initially directing, now you have a collaboration. For example, some project is done by 3 people, you can collaborate and you can combinedly write your portfolio. Okay. And initially, yes, completed, you are celebrating and now you are publishing, available to the people. Okay. So ultimately, this e-portfolio help us to archive, help us to publish. We can get constant feedback. We can edit it anytime. We can organize, reflect, and if we link it with our social media, we can socialize also once we create an e-portfolio. Okay. So these are the 5 stages of creating an e-portfolio. Number 1, define context and goal. What is the purpose? आपको सिर्फ दिखावे के लिए करना है या असेसमेंट के लिए करना है? What you want? As NMC has said that context it every weekly you have to put this. Okay. Now what are the things you need to put in portfolio? We have a 4 level: know, knows how, shows how, and perform. So क्या आप करोगे? That we have to define. That we want only SH and P, shows how and perform. We don't want knows. Otherwise, all the lectures will be written. I have attended lecture. We don't want that. So you have to define that also. That we want show house and perform only. Stage 2, collect artifact. Now this artifact means this is actually a word which is coming from a literary. Okay, so this artifact means collection of the things, your photographs and everything. That the word they are using is artifact. Okay, this is not actually a mistake or a problem or error in the things, but this is a collection of the document. The word from them they are using is artifact and design. Okay, out of that you put selected thing, organize it, and then present into the audience. So these are the level 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Any question up to this point? Okay. So as I said, the first stage detail is define what is the purpose, goal and standard, resources, technical skill, and audience. That you have to define. Stage 2. Okay. See, one of the, you can also use PPT. A website is zaruri nahi hai. You can ask them to create it on PPT only, simple PPT. Okay, first PPT will have their name, second PPT all the journal club they have attended, third PPT will be conference attended, means 3, 4, 5 like conference attended, the next will be publication, like that. So you can have simple one PPT presentation, and that also can be converted and share as a e-portfolio. So that also you have to define in stage 1 that this is the format. Okay. So first slide include student name, age, school year, teacher, table of content, information. Depending on our need, you can define it. So that this you have to define. Then collect, interject, design, and plan the portfolio. What software you want to use, how you are going to store, for how many months you want to store, after how many months or how many years you want to archive. Okay. And this can be completed by either teacher or student based on your SOP, standard operating procedure. Okay. So as I said, what is artifact? Paper or project of significance, evaluation of assignment, recognition and award, writing sample, stories, photos, or any electronic evidence is known as a artifact. Okay. Now, depending on your SOP, you can include text file, image, sound, video. Okay, anything you can add as per the requirement and as per the possibility of your platform which you are using for e-portfolio. Okay. So if it is e-portfolio, we multimedia. But now what we can see now, all this is not required. We simply require one phone. It can work as a computer, can work as a scanner, can work as a camera, and software programming. This you can design for your college. For example, let me share with you the advanced version of what IPS we have made is this is the LMS. It is the same platform, but now we have created an advanced version. This is the e-logbook, and I will add the entry. So these are the things student has to enter. For example, course he has selected, subject and module. So which skill he has? So there is a list because we have to define. For example, if I put here e-logbook as a competency, the defined skill is what? Field visit, foundation course, what I have done, seminar. So what I have done in the seminar, observed or attended, assisted, done under supervision or presented. For example, presented. So how many times? 1. So this whole all we have defined. Where? Yesterday. So what I did, detail I will add. That I presented seminar on e-portfolio. Okay. Here I will add the photograph. So picture download करो SOP. Okay, so I am adding this here, feedback received or not, and what is my reflection? Okay, and a student has to submit. Now what word we are using? This is a verified document. So once you create it, teacher has to verify. So let me take you to the teacher side. And how to teacher will verify? So teacher will also has a logbook. He will find out. Okay, so this is the entry done by the student. So as per the NMC, they will verify it is a first meet expectation, completed and remark. So he will write verified and click on submit. Okay, so once he has submitted, the student will be able to see it that it is a verified by the teacher. So it is verified by the teacher. My detail is here and remark is also here. Okay, so this is the way, this is one of the example, but where the student teacher has to define the competency, teacher has to define the skill, and then you have to develop a mechanism for verification. Okay, clear? Okay. Stage 3 reflection. Student is to write the reflection completed by the student. So this is the most basic reflection cycle. I hope you remember because we have learned it previously also. Am I right? So we
Yes,
may
sir.
ask you to write a reflection on the course that you are going to complete a CCHPE course. So what is your reflection? That what happened during whole year? What happened? The second is so what? अभी 45 लेक्चर हो गए तो क्या? ठीक है तो क्या? So that you have to write a present. Okay, हमने ये लेक्चर हुए तो क्या फायदा हुआ या क्या पढ़े क्या नहीं पढ़े क्या गंवाया क्या पाया. And next, so next what? तब क्या करोगे आप उसका? So this completes the reflection. What happened? So what? And what next? This is the easiest way. There are a lot many gibbous reflective cycle and lot many difficult cycles are there, but this is the most easiest. You can ask your student also at the end of your class. Okay. So organize the artifact, that is stage 4 and stage 5, the presentation. Okay. So how can I create a portfolio? There are certain tools and there are certain process. Yes, any question?
Sir, are we going to make a portfolio on MCourse?
If you want, you can create. It is there in our IPS also. So we will ask you to create a portfolio so that we can certify. We will discuss with the madam that all of you create your portfolio and get it certified by either madam or me or Dr. Gaurang. We will discuss it. And so you have one document also that what you have done. Those certificate will be there at the end of that. But what you have done will not be written in that certificate.
Yes, sir.
So I think this is a good idea. We will design small SOP of the portfolio, and then you all create portfolio, we will certify it. So that will be a good document. Okay. So what are the tools and process? So can all of you go at this place or scan the QR code and answer? I am also putting in the chat box.
Sir, I am attending the class from mobile.
So you can just click on the link of the chat box. I have just share a link in the chat box. So right now, let me hide that.
Taking to answer garden, sir.
Yes, yes, yes. So write your answer. So what are the different tools you think for e-portfolio? And submit enter. Yes, everybody has given the answer.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me show you that. Refresh it. Okay, so before you also, few people have given this. So we have a lot many answers. For example, Google Classroom, LMS, computer, Google Doc, PowerPoint, MS Word, Outlook, PDF, LinkedIn even, Moodle, Canva, video library, Google Sheet, Microsoft Word. So these are the different things which we can use. Okay, so here is the list what we can use. So if you see, started from 1991 till date, we are using a different tools. Okay, we all have passed through this CD, then pen drive. Now pen drive is also out of date. Mostly we are using transferring via online. Okay, so you can take snapshot of this, that you can have for e-portfolio personal URL, as like I have shown my URL. Okay, Chinmay Shah .google.site.com. Then free website, Google site. Then there is certain known as Marhara. That is a Moodle. LMS, as you have seen MCourse. Then commercial, Portfolio, LinkedIn on FB page, social networking and PPT. So these are the few things which are available for creating an e-portfolio. So depending on the school budget, college budget, and depending on your interest, you can use any of these. Okay, as I said, MCourse Google sites are there. So I have already shown this MCourse. How many of you use Google site? Can you just put in the chat box yes or no, so I can know?
No, sir.
Okay. So all of you have your Gmail account.
Yes, sir.
So this I have already shown you. Okay, so this is one of the method. MCourse is one of the method Now let me open Gmail account. I already opened one email, so I am just opening here. You just write Google site and open here. Okay. I have just written a Google site and then clicked on that link. So you will get to this few of the template. So this is for graduate, this is for professor, this is for class, for club. Okay, like this. So these are a few of the template. You can click any of one. For example, I'm clicking this one. तो गाड़ी ले दो ना। Okay. So here, if you can see, you can add a text, you can add image, you can link something from the Google Drive also. You can add pages also. So right now there are 4 pages: teaching, writing, interview, and media and offline. You can add any of the pages by clicking here. Okay.
Sir, how did you open this page in your Google mail account, sir?
Once I will log in into my Gmail account, simply I
Okay.
will open again. Let me close this.
Okay, sir.
I have logged in my Gmail account.
Okay.
I am searching in the Google simply Google site,
Okay. Oh, okay.
and I
Sir,
will be
it is-
directed.
So you said Gmail account, it is actually Google account?
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So, but what will happen that when you are doing freely, the problem is, as I have shown you, that if you open, there will be something like this: site.google.com/view/Dr. Chinmay. If you don't want this one, then you have to pay.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Otherwise,
Yes,
you
sir.
can add your photograph, you can do anything. And you can add multiple pages. So this is for creating free website. If you are doing a private practice and you want to upload your testimonial and everything, you can also create your website for your institute. But the only thing is, if it is a free, this will come, site.google.com will come.
Mm.
If you will pay, this will not come. Okay. There are many sites. There are many sites, not only Google, many sites are giving like this. For example, PB Works. Okay, this is PB Works. So they are also giving a free site. Okay, you can create for anything. Okay, so this is not available because it was not used for my many years. This I had created in before 20 years, in 2003-4. And we have uploaded all our practical. So you can do like that also. Okay, you can upload all your practical because it was not used for many times. It is not used. Let me see if this is also working or not. Okay, this is there. So initially in 2010, we have hosted journal on this, on PB Works. Okay, so this everything is possible. So lot many place they are giving us, see, here PB Works is there. If I want to remove this PB Works, they will ask for money, simple. Okay. Here, so there are lot many things available, we can use it. Okay, so this was M course and Google site, we can use it. Okay, and what is the base tool? It's depend on how many things? You want to use ongoing or phase-wise portfolio. You want to keep it private or public. You want to give a free choice or a set task. So depending on what you want to do, the portfolio you have to select. Reflection is mandatory or organic. You want everything or you want based work. It is a teacher center or student center. So based on all these things, you can define that which portfolio I will use. Okay. So use can be for enhanced learning, assessment, evaluation, certification, career advancement, and CPD. So these are the use of portfolio. So the assessment, when we want to use or we want to do using a portfolio, quality assurance must be maintained, and you have to see that assessment must be authentic against stated learning outcome. For example, he should be able to do this much with observation, this much independently, this much observe. So that we have set norms against which we have to verify. It should be frequently and timely, every monthly. It should be appropriate and responsive to the needs of learner. In various forms such as a written and oral assignment, we can add, it should be competency based, it should be valid and reliable and conducted by the trained assessor. So we also need to train the faculty also how to assess the portfolio. Otherwise, they will assess as per their wish. So we also have to create a guide for a portfolio. Okay. So characteristic of e-portfolio is it is used as an alternative assessment, authentic assessment. It can be competency based. It is a flexible assessment. Yes. Okay. You can tell that e-portfolio is used to see the reflection of learning. It is constructivist, positivist, because we want to add the positive thing. Okay. It is a complementary to other things and motivating and ultimately instructive. That what you have to do, we are going to give the instruction, and as per the instruction, they are going to create their own e-portfolio. Okay. This is also when we are using for summation. A good portfolio needs intended learning objective. It should be clearly stated, relevant, observable, measurable, achievable, appropriate, and lastly, competence based and competency based. अगर मैं फर्स्ट ईयर स्टूडेंट को ऐसा बोलूंगा कि तुझे पूरा का पूरा टूथ एक्सटेंशन आना चाहिए, तो इट इज नॉट appropriate for that particular level. So it should be measurable and realistic. Yes, sir. So how you will evaluate or assess based on the portfolio that they have stated learning objective or not, evidence is provided or not, evidence is adequate or inadequate, self-assessment or we can say reflection, your scoring, and finally level of achievement. if you have seen that in M course we have put meet the expectation, below expectation, or exceed expectation. And based on that, we are telling that it is completed. It is, he has to do the remedial or he has to do it again. Okay. So based on this evaluation, we will give the grade completed, remedial, or again. Okay. What is the difference between both of them? When the word remedial will be used.
So maybe not up to the mark, he has to repeat it and
How much up to the mark?
remedial class.
When it is a grossly lacking and you think that you require one more teaching session before you again evaluate, it is not as remedial.
Yeah.
Okay. Like create a blog. This is objective. So here also you can have a rubrics, create a blog, evidence submitted, like unacceptable achievement, no entry, acceptable, he has to do the entry. And if the blog is engaged, it is excellent. For example, express what's learned, repeats course objective, unacceptable, translate objective into his own word, acceptable, and actively reflect excellent. Okay, sir, what he has learned? No ability to transfer, unacceptable, use appropriate tool, and link, it is known as acceptance. So you also have to develop a rubric for portfolio. Okay. Like this, how to make any portfolio, planning and gap analysis, create a digital evidence, reflection, self-assessment, creativity, and ICT innovation. What you want and what they have achieved. So now last few slides regarding e-portfolio, 10 pearls for e-portfolio. Don't get hung up on where to put what. Okay, write only what would be helpful for you, something worthwhile and you don't want to forget. Record information at two levels, general and specific. Recording your own feeling is a good. Try and write in your natural style. Don't copy paste. Don't ask Gemini or ChatGPT to write reflection on behalf of you. Visit ePortfolio regularly. As Dr. Meenakshi has said, that do entry timely. Okay, and regularly. It's all about quality and not the quantity. Don't forget to make effective use of your professional development potential. The minimum number of assessment are the minimum. You should be doing a lot more. And lastly, don't miss any of your educational supervision session, means asking your teacher to look into your portfolio. Okay. So before we go into the implementation, any questions?
So can you show us the demo of making one e-portfolio?
Miss, the platform that I have said is either we can use a Google site, that easiest which we can use, but and second is LMS which we have developed. So for example, you want to develop something from a scratch. Okay. So I am showing in the LMS only. So just you think that you have defined that you want to use this LMS. Okay. So LMS is going to provide you a template. For example, this. Okay. So this you are getting from the developer that okay, this is available as per the NMC. Now, what is the teacher's role? You think that the student will be entered inside this course and subject by the admin. That students are already there in physiology or any of the subject. For example, this demo subject, students are already there. So when you want to develop an e-portfolio, you have to define the competency number one, that what student has to put. For example, if you look here, these are the competency. Has been defined by the teacher. Okay. So if you go to an admin panel, and if you look into competency, you have to develop a competency module. So we will go here. For example, if you are using this, you will select a course, you will select the subject and add a competency. For example, dental education. I am putting just number. Okay. This is competency for dental activity. Okay, and I will submit. Now every competency has to be linked with the skill. Okay, as we have seen here, that if I will select this e-logbook, these are the skills which are coming. Okay, so now let me add a competency along with this dental. For example, tooth extraction. So I am putting here a skill. So again, I have to, as a teacher, define skill. So competency was dental education. Sorry, I want to add only single skill. So what skill? Okay, and submit. So now if student goes here, he will select this, he will select dental education, then here skill will appear tooth extraction. Then he will write what he has done. For example, I have observed. So we have done this day-wise entry. So when yesterday, how many times? One time I have observed. What I have observed? Okay. If you want to add photograph, it's okay. Feedback, yes or no. What I have learned? So this is my reflection. Okay. And then I will submit. Then as a teacher, you need to go here. Select a course. Okay, so this is okay. Clear? My remark is here. This is my remark, student remark or reflection. So what I will do first, repeat your remedial. So this is the first one. He meets the expectation because expectation was to observe. So he has completed and I am putting verified or very good, for example. Okay, and then I will submit. So this completes the cycle of logbook verification. Then again, if student wants to see, he will be able to see. That my entry has been verified. Okay, if I want to take a print, I can take a printout. Here is the signature and everything. I can, if you want to see, I want to see the summary. I can see the summary, the what I have done. So tooth extraction, I have done observation like this. Okay. So according to that, based on the e-portfolio, you can use. So because the NMC wants name e-logbook, we have kept this the word e-logbook. Otherwise, this is a e-portfolio. Okay. Okay, any other question?
So this is you are using for your institution, or sir, this is given by NMC?
No, this is we are using, actually we have developed for our institutions, and I'm happy to share that this is right now used by around 8 institutions across India.
Okay, so NMC has not developed anything till now. They are,
No, agency has not developed. This is we have developed on our own.
so this year they have given the direction, no sir, that to maintain you.
They have given the direction that e-logbook should be there,
Okay.
but only that much they have written. So this I have developed based on the instruction and whatever different guidelines are available, and people are finding easy. So other institutions are also started using it from the same developer.
Okay.
And so it can be used by any of the, not compulsorily medical college, but it can be used by anybody because these are the features which we have kept, that we take MCQ in this. Sir, I'm in one meeting. We'll call you after. Yeah, okay. So you can give a notice board, upload a material. You can take MCQ test, video upload, group discussion, mentoring, feedback, including IRB, OSPI, and assignment. So even non-medical college people have also started using it, looking at the usability of this. And we are also using this for a MOOC, like a GCP course. We are using it. So what student can do? They can go to the My Course. And if I will do like this, list will come that what student has to do and what not. They will also come to know that these are the things which has been seen by them, not seen by them, how much they have completed. And if our last thing is a test, one student will give the test, they can get it certified based on the percentage. Okay, if you give that, if MCQ get 50%, he will get certified, then he will get certified. So this is the way the people are using it. If any one of you want to use it, I can share the developer number. Okay. So implementation. Here comes the role of multiple people. Okay. That stakeholder, leadership, and infrastructure. So here comes the role of admin office and trust and everybody, that how much they want to invest, how much they want to instruct, and how much they want their student to develop an portfolio. So based on all these three triangulation, we have to develop this e-portfolio. Okay. So in a summary, it is a digital approach in teaching and learning to achieve an ongoing digital archives of the evidence, presenter of relevant as needed KSA, a record of learning progress, effective and efficient assessment, a summary of ICT skills and innovation, achievement of learning objectives, and use of digital tools, service, and evidence as ODL. Okay. So you can make your own e-portfolio, become a dynamic celebrations and stories of deep learning across the lifespan. So this is like a blessings that may all your electronic e-portfolio become a dynamic celebrations, and people will look into it, invite you, and it becomes a story of deep learning across your lifespan. Okay. So this is all regarding e-portfolio, or we can say portfolio. So what is the difference between e-portfolio and simple portfolio? Everything will be in the hard copy in a paper bound form. Okay. So any question in this?
Sir, one very silly question actually. We have been updating our resume also, sir, just like our portfolios.
What again?
Resume, our CV, sir, curriculum vitae.
Yeah.
So what
Yeah,
would be the major difference between both, sir? Because there also we are updating. Only thing is it will be in the electronic version.
No. The difference is, see, in CV you can write anything. It is not needed that you always put, for example, I will put my birth year, I will put my college name and everything. It is not needed that I will put all the evidence.
Okay, sir. Oh,
If I will
evidence based.
start putting all the evidence, if I will start putting all the evidence, I will link. For example, I will put, I work as a resource person in CCHPE, and then I
Okay,
will put a link of photograph. Then it become my portfolio.
Okay, sir. Done, sir.
So when it is combined by the evidence, you can consider it is any portfolio.
Okay. Basically, evidence
Okay.
based, sir. Our CV
Yeah,
is evidence based.
yeah.
So the same thing holds good even for students also.
Yes. So what I can suggest is those students who want to go USMLE and out of the India, even
Okay, sir.
now gradually becoming India also, that portfolio will become mandatory.
Okay,
The
sir.
people will not look into your journal and your certificate. They will asking e-portfolio because now you all know the students are getting passed.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So it doesn't judge their level of competency.
Competency.
So it based on their e-portfolio.
Done, sir.
So students can use Google Sites, sir, for that.
Yes, definitely, sir. Even they can use a Google blog also.
Okay.
You can have a competition that create a blog of yourself, and first best blog will be given prize.
Okay.
Sir,
And pages can be according to their wish, or we should give some guidelines.
It will be better, sir, if you give some guideline, some gross guideline.
Okay.
These are
So
the
that,
heading under.
yeah, okay. So remaining creativity is left to them.
Yes. For example, you put that you have to upload one social activity. Now, if they want to write, they can write. If you want to upload image, they can upload image. If they want to upload a video, they can upload a video.
Okay. Sir.
You write that you attend one camp as a social activity, dental camp. So what they want to upload, then you can write, say your story of any your progress or development. So whatever they want to create, they can create. Even they can merge reels also.
Okay.
Sir, I have a basic doubt, sir. If the apex body in the particular institution or from the university, if these guidelines are not given or these protocols are not asked us to follow, sir, as an individual in a simplified version, how we can implement all these digital protocols that were taught to us till now, sir?
So your question is actually big. You have to specify
Sir,
that which tool.
Any particular tool, sir, be it assessment evaluation, be it making e-portfolio for students and all to replace the logbooks and all.
One
As
thing.
an individual, what we can do, sir? If
Yeah.
the department heads or the college heads or the university registrar is not taking a
Not
look into the matter.
Yes, I got your point. So number one is, see, whenever money is not involved,
Okay, sir.
either your pocket or student pocket, and you are doing something good, you can
Okay.
directly go into it. For example, e-portfolio, I will suggest a Google site or Google blog. They can use it for free. So for example, you are teaching one topic.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So you can ask them that find out a good photograph of this particular topic and upload on your blog. Okay. You can say that at the end of lecture, your 10 sessions are over. You can ask them that make a small reflection of what you learned in last 10 lectures and you present in the last lecture.
Okay.
So what is the advantage? You ask them that you have to prepare only in the 3 slides. What happened? So what next? So every student in a group of 2 or 3 will prepare this and they will submit or they will present on your last session. So where money is not involved, from your or student pocket, you can do anything which is positive for student and ultimately it will be replicated by others.
Okay. Okay.
For example, madam's sessions, DOPS. Now your college doesn't asking you to perform a DOPS, but if you are start using it and the students are happy with it, at the end of feedback, you can take a feedback from the student that what is your observation regarding this method. You can share it with the administration that we have done this without any extra hurdle to the student or teacher, and student about happy about it. The assessment is objective. There is no bias. So you are creating an evidence that what you have done is a good.
Sir, what basically I wanted to know is like any newer methods we want to implement, whether it's mandatory for us to always have a focus group discussion, sir?
No, not at all. See,
at all, sir.
focus discussion is the what is the purpose? For example, मैं अभी आपको एक questionnaire भेजता हूँ. You are 8 people right now on the screen. I will send you one questionnaire. Okay, the questionnaire says, are you happy with the CCHP course? Yes or no? Second question, how do you like the module on teaching learning assessment? Third question, how do you like or how do you rate the module on leadership? Third question, how do you rate the session by Dr. Chinmay Shah?
Yes.
Fourth question, how do you rate the assignment given to you? Next question, in few words, mention your reflection. Okay. Now, if I ask you, let us do it practically. If I ask Meenakshi madam, in short, share your reflection regarding this course on a few lines.
Yes, sir. So initially, when I actually joined, probably never thought that I will be learning so many tools and assessment protocols, assessment methodologies pertaining to our profession. Broadened my horizon on multiple aspects, and now I will be able to implement it practically as well. And as sir also mentioned, that if it is not affecting neither the student nor the teacher, why not take it ahead and try implementing it?
Okay. So if I ask this in the Google form or questionnaire, whatever madam has said, madam will type it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. There are certain words used by the madam. There are multiple new things. It has increased my, it has broadened my horizon. I will take further. Okay. So now I can't make out. If I want to do analysis, I understand what madam want to say. But if I want to make an analysis and put it into the paper, I can't put it because it is a questionnaire base. But now let's convert same thing in the focus group discussion. So for focus group discussion, before I come to you, I will prepare some questions. Okay, now I will ask madam. If it is a focus group discussion, I will ask madam. Madam, what do you mean by multiple things? Okay, because this is focus group discussion, Padiyar sir can also answer, you can also answer, anybody can answer. Then what do you mean by multiple thing?
Multiple
Multiple things you learn.
Tools,
Okay,
multiple tools.
multiple tools.
Now what do you mean by multiple tool?
Multiple tools of assessment.
Assessment,
Which are they?
MCQs or DOPS or question, how to set your blueprint assessments and all that.
Okay. Okay. Well, now I will ask one more question. You said that actually you like this course. Why?
So initially there were a lot of glitches. That connectivity between all of us and the teacher was lagging. But then slowly when we started showing involvement, maybe we also showed interest and we were into it. So that's when it brought all of us together and we could discuss. So that group discussion mattered a lot.
Yeah.
So there were
this
exchange
came,
of ideas.
yeah. So this point came group discussion. Now what is your sir role, your view regarding group discussion?
So because on the online platform, frequently we were put into breakout rooms, and then it gave us some, within a limited time, we had to brainstorm and come out with some answers. So it was a very innovative way of, discussing and coming out with solutions.
So we got to know that we can also think differently and interactive also, and we could get answers immediately because we could gel with each other and we could get a lot of answers immediately.
Yes. So I can further ask question to Arun sir. Then what do you think, sir? Are you agreeing with what Meenakshi madam and Padiyar sir is saying, or anything you want to add? Anybody want to add what Meenakshi ma'am and Padiyar sir has said?
So, like, as far as we are concerned, in relation to the Dental Council of India, as far as now, the NDC has not been implemented yet into the academic part, sir. So, we think that the majority of the blueprint of this course was related to NMC, sir. So when it gets implemented for us, it will be a little bit easier for us to understand what are the guidelines, what are the protocols.
Because
That is
now
what-
it will get diluted, sir. Now that we got all the information, but to implement one after the other, probably it might take a lot of time and there will be dilution because of lot of gaps in between. As Dr. Siddharth aptly said, it is not implemented in NDC and most of us was in relation to NMC.
What is our problem? So now we are diverting from our small group focus group discussion
Focus.
to focus. Our focus has changed now. So
Yes,
what
sir.
actually I was initially trying to convey to Dr. Siddharth, that when you require focus group discussion, you want to put. So when I'm doing a focus group, I will ask every one of you that I am recording this narratives. I will write it down. Okay. So Meenakshi madam has said breakout room. Narendra Patiyar sir has said breakout room. Somebody else will say the breakout room. So I will underline all these things. So at the end, once all the discussion of 1.5 hours is over, I will write it down everything, and then I will put that this is actually a perception of the group.
Group.
So this is the why, if you want to prove and if you want to showcase somebody that what we have done is correct or not correct, focus group discussion is required. Otherwise, if you want to evaluate, no focus group, no feedback is required. Okay. So that is the first answer to your question. Now regarding your second question, which you just now raised regarding dental counseling, IDC. Now see, yours is a second batch. Am I right? The first
Yes.
batch, we had a 35 or 36 participants. And now you 10 are added. So now there are 46 people in dentistry who know each and everything.
Yes, sir.
So in a way, because of your interest and this course, whenever IDC will implement anything, you will not under any dark. You will be like a torch bearer. अरे यार ये है, इसका तो ये करना है. बाकी सब लोगों को तो अभी सोचना पड़ेगा कि यार रुब्रिक्स क्या है, ये DOPS क्या है. But one more thing, don't wait for IDC to implement. Yeah, it is a good thing, you can implement it. Even if IDC is not telling, whatever we have learned is a good things, better thing, and ultimately it is increasing the objectivity. And for example, how many of you are from the private institutions or private university? Okay, madam, sir.
Sir, majority. Majority. Sir.
Majority.
Almost all,
Majority.
sir.
Almost all. So this course will add 1 point to your neck. How? This is the value added course done by you. Then in one of the criteria, NAC is asking what innovation you have done in teaching and learning. So out of these, whatever innovation you will do in your teaching, learning or assessment will also add to the NAC. Third thing, if you are creating any content based on what you learn. See, now you have learned far better than your other counterparts. We are not telling that others are not knowing. They might be knowing, we are not aware. Okay. But now, for example, Meenakshi madam will create one video on portfolio. Mirna madam will create one small video on DOPS. Okay. Padiyar sir can create small video on LMS. So that is again become e-content. So ultimately, this will help you right now in first your personal growth, and gradually people will be inviting you for this such type of talk because people are not aware of it. Or as a group, as now you have become a one cohesive group, you know each other, you know pros and cons, strength and weakness up to some level of all of you. As a group, you can start a webinar and seminar, either free or paid, it's up to you, and teach others. Okay, I'm just trying to convey that how many things you can get leverage out of this. Now, Padiyar sir has said just before 1 hour that, sir, there is no textbook we have received till now, or there is no textbook available. Now, I will share a few of the text and article. It will be general. Now, you all can decide that out of this textbook, let us define a chapter. All of you write one chapter, keeping in mind dental education and dental practices, and give an example of dental. Come out with one small MOOC, teaching, learning, and assessment in dental education, or competency-based dental education, a guide or a premier, whatever word you want to use. Okay, so don't wait for Indian Dental Council to guide you. Rather, what I will say, 36 plus 10, 46. you develop some innovation, write to the IDC, so they will innovate based on your input. Okay, so these are the things which you can do out of this course.
Maybe small publications also, sir.
Yeah, and all of you will have a minimum one publication. We have seen that from previous batch till now, we have got around 5 publications. Okay, and there is one patent also. So that also go, you can also go into that line also. Okay. Second lecture માં શું કરું પછી. Okay, so these are the few of the positive things which you can do out of this, and it's up to you if you will think more. It's like गुजराती में कहावत है कि बच्चा है, खुद का बच्चा है तो माँ तो उसका पॉजिटिव पार्ट बताए कि मेरा बच्चा ये है, मेरा बच्चा वो है ना. वो शादी के लिए जाता है तो बोलते हैं ना, मेरी लड़की को ये आता है, मेरी लड़की को ये आता है. तो माँ तो अपने बच्चे का पॉजिटिव पॉइंट निकालेगी ही. अभी आप सबको निकालना है कि क्या पॉजिटिव है. ठीक है. So we have taken a lot of time. If anybody want to share anything.
Sir, what is the next schedule for another month? What is our we'll be
yeah. So for that, you all have a one project, and we have given you a primary guide and secondary guide.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I think 3 people are with me. 3 people are with Gaurav sir, 3 people or 4 people with the madam.
Yes,
So
sir.
during this time, you can contact. It is not compulsory to contact that particular, but preferably you contact them.
Okay, sir.
Try to develop your project. What is the progress? And we will share with you your project progress report template or project completion template. So prepare that. And after the month, in the month of August, we will share a 5 days timetable, and 2 of you will present on one day. We will have some external people like a Rege madam or Dandekar madam, or all of you, please 3-4 from our side, and we will have your project presentation. Actually, previous year, what we did was the project presentation what did here, and then convocation was done, or we can say graduation ceremony was done in IPS conference, if you remember.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So the same thing will be done, sir, this time also.
Huh?
Same thing is done this time also, sir.
This time it can be done. So for that, you have to talk with the person who is organizing. This time IPS is at which institute? Who is organizing?
Sir, Vijayawada, sir.
So you have to talk to Vijayawada people to give you a slot of 20 minutes.
Sir, kindly share your mail ID in the group, sir, because I need to talk to you regarding my DOPS project.
Okay.
And that DOPS form, Australian, that form you need to share, sir.
Yahoo.co.in. Okay, I just shared right now in the mail ID. And even some lecture so let me share that PDF also if possible. Right now only. Okay, that I will share with you separately, no problem. Right now it is difficult to find. Okay, so this is our future plan.
Sir, one more thing, if I may ask, is there any document of NMC when they changed over to the new competency-based system, where we can access it? And because what I guess is NDC will form, the National Dental Commission also will follow the same pattern. I don't think there will be too much of extra work they'll do. It may be only they may adapt it to the dental field. So is there any document, sir, which gives us a broader idea about competency-based education?
Yes, definitely. I'm sharing just now with you, Miss. I will sharing on the screen. But I was a little bit laughing because our competency-based education has changed over time from 2019 to 2023.
Yes, sir.
It has changed multiple times. So if you want to search latest, then you have to search CBME, NMC, August.
Okay.
So can you see this one?
Okay, sir.
So this is our latest guideline. I am sharing the link. I am sharing the link in the our chat box. So you can just copy it and download it. Actually, broadly, if you see, there is nothing specific like except the year and subject. There is no much thing which is a specific to medical. So they can
Okay.
definitely use it. Madam, lecture machu karu. Lecture machu karu. Okay. So if you will open it, you will find criteria for internal assessment,
Mm.
criteria for summative assessment and all that things. And I request all of you to go to this page, UG curriculum, because this is good place to visit. If you write UG curriculum, this is actually an excellent guides which doesn't only fit to the medical. These are general guideline actually.
Okay. Sir.
1 second, it is coming. Can you see this? 15 guideline. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 up to 15.
Yes, sir.
So these are the competencies of different subject. So from here you can see from ATCOM till this you can check. For example, logbook guideline is skill training module is there, alignment, integration, what we have learned, early clinical exposure. So everything is given. So you can access to this link also and go through all these modules whenever it is feasible. I have shared this link also.
Sir, according to you, in the last 5 years, how effectively has medical college been able to implement these things?
Frankly speaking, 10%. Because what is happening actually, the major problem what we faced is initially it was MCI, then gradually went to NMC, and over the year, as you can see, this first module was developed in 2019, and what I've just said in this link was developed in 2023. So every year there was some changes. Now we feel that it is a perfect. Okay.
Okay, sir.
But still there are one more revisions are going on. So we can tell these are the initial hiccup. So 100% implement is 10%, but some have implemented something, some has implemented something like that. There is a sporadic implementation, otherwise 100% implementation is very less. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other question?
Sir, this LMS will be accessible even after the course, sir?
Yes. This LMS will be accessible even after course. And even you can, in fact, if you have any doubt, you can download the videos and save it in your tab.
Save it. Yeah. Okay, sir.
Your tab. So let's have a few minutes talk on WPBA. What is the full form of WPBA? PBA. The P is missing here because somebody is telling WPA. I was telling WPBA.
Workplace-based assessment.
So actually, when we go to the Miller's pyramid, as you know, this is a Miller's pyramid. Okay. So when you want to assess this does part, now actually in the practice, it is known as a workplace-based assessment. Okay. So when we are writing our PR of our assistant professor, associate tutors, it is nothing but a workplace-based assessment. So assessing a does or perform, some place it is a P, some place it is a D. So does or perform, for that whatever is used is known as workplace-based assessment. Okay. So what is the use or how we can use? It is a trainee led and trainer guided. Because trainee will say that today I have performed this, you just observe what I am doing in my actual workplace. Okay. So there will be a structure formed and inform a debriefing. What is a debriefing?
Debriefing is typically it is used for in the detective, I mean the spies. You know, after the assignment,
Summarize.
after the assignment, they are supposed to be debriefed.
They have whether they've learned or not. Too.
They,
So debrief. Yes, sir.
their experiences they have to share
Share.
in a detailed manner.
So this is the exact word what sir has used. After the assessment is over, the student has to share with the teacher, or student and teacher will discuss in detail what the experienced student is having. Okay. For example, I will give the same simple example of tooth extraction. If you have given it to first year resident, you will do the tooth extraction and then you sit together and discuss that what you did, how you did. Okay. And what positive part you learn, what you have missed, what do you think you can do better. So once you do all these things, he become receptive. अगर मैं ही बोलूंगा कि सर मुझे लगता है कि मैंने ये उठाने में गलती की, तो फिर आप बोले कि हाँ चिन्मय तुझे ऐसा नहीं ऐसा करना चाहिए था, तो मैं मानूंगा. So first you take your student into the confidence, into the receptive mode, and then you will give him a feedback immediately after observation. ऐसा नहीं कि कल परसों दिया, आज ही आज. Okay. So written feedback we can give, then it should be followed by reflection by the trainee. Use more often from the trainees who need remedial support. Okay. And judge the trainee against the standard at the end point. मैंने जैसे बोला मुझे जो हुआ ऐसा नहीं. We have to define the point against which I will assess. Okay. And the interaction between trainee and trainer is the key. आपको उसको डांटना नहीं है, आपको उसको भला बुरा नहीं कहना है. You have to use the sandwich feedback technique and first make a student receptive. So mini CEX is sometimes used as one of the WPBA tool. Even DOPS is also sometimes used for a tool as a WPBA. Okay, there are a lot many articles. Okay, so what is the trainee's role? Triggers WPBA in line with learning assignment, puts the safety of patient first, agrees case and time with the assessor कि भी कल मैं इतने बजे ये करूंगा, ensure sufficient WBA are completed throughout the placement, 3 साल में कितने करने हैं, upload to the portfolio comments accurately within 2 weeks of assessment, respect confidentiality of the patient and colleague, reflect on the feedback and follow up action plan. What is the next? Okay, what happened? So what next? What is assessor role? Must be appropriately qualified in the relevant discipline. अभी मैं आके आपके बच्चों का करूंगा, so I am not the proper person. Though I know what is WPBA, but I don't know how to perform. Must be trained on the WPBA method, ensure consent and safety of patient, carries out observation and provide feedback, completes or checked online form and signs to validate, and keeps informed of issue or concern. So here also you can have a checklist or point which the teacher will do. And that's why I said that DOPS also can be one of the WPBA methods. Okay. So
So
what
can
is
it
the
be used
criteria?
for formative also, sir? Formative and summative both?
Yes, yes, definitely. It is more used in a formative, because what will happen in university, it says, because some student will say that why you are using it, university has agreed on doing this or not. So rather you start with the formative assessment and then you can ask for a summative assessment.
Sir, actually, sir, now for example, in oral surgery, in final BDS, the student has to perform an extraction of a tooth.
Yes.
So is it WBA?
Yes, actually, yes. But if you are doing the simulated patient, it is a higher level of performance.
No, sir, it is actual patient, actual tooth extraction.
Yeah. So it is, we can consider as the initial level of WPBA.
Only thing is it is not structured because there are no there are no checklists, no objectivity. That is the only problem.
So now
And there is no feedback because it is summative.
yeah.
So if you can use this in formative, it will be very effective, no, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So what I will say that, see, all the assessment method, if you use in teaching also, it will
Okay.
be a best method.
Yes.
So what you can do, you can have a checklist of WPBA 2 taxation. Once you teach routinely, then you take a checklist. Now ask a student that have I done this? Have I done this? Have I done this? So they will remember. And once they will remember, they will perform the same thing.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Okay. So what is the criteria for the feedback? Reinforce what was done well, explain areas of development, and suggest appropriate corrective plan. Okay. So these are the some barriers and action to overcome it that unintentionally seen as a threatening as mini exams, but it's depend on you how you talk with them. Okay. So low rating are seen as a failure and lack of trainees time, especially senior trainees. So this you have to take care by providing a faculty development, promote WBA, then give a written feedback. Low scores should not be seen as a failure, but an area of improvement, and provide a proper time for conducting this WBA. And these are the general comments for reliability, availability, acceptability, feasibility, and educational impact. This you have to keep in mind when you are using WPBA. I'm sure you are aware of all the 5 words.
Acceptability, feasibility. Yes, sir.
So we are not going to the detail. Feasibility, educational impact. Okay, so these are the reference, and this is in very short. I have explained you regarding WPBA. If you will simply search WPBA by TS, you will come to know a few of the article. Any question in WPBA?
Sir, actually, dental curriculum has got more opportunities for practical use of most of these teaching and learning methods because we are a skill-based curriculum.
Yes.
Whereas in MBBS, we see that the students pass out even without performing a simple injection or so. I think utility of all these methodologies is very
very good, and you rightly said. But so don't wait for
yeah.
dental council to send it share to you. Start doing it.
Yes, sir.
If you look at this image, these are one of the tools for WPBA. So as I said, mini CX, e-portfolio, DOPS. Okay, so these are the other which you can use. Okay, so anything from any one of you? So I think after 1 month we are meeting again. But be in touch. If any questions is there, you can put it in the WhatsApp group, and definitely you can call us. If we will not pick up the phone, just WhatsApp us. Okay, so we'll call you back. And we hope that you all have some project. Try to do as best as possible, because ultimately it is going to be one of the scholarly publication things. So you can publish it also.
Sir, I have one question. Suppose in the DOPS format, I have 9 PG student to assess. So what statistical test I'll be doing in that? Because I'll be getting the subjective answer, no? On the, not subjective answer, in the scale of 5, I'll be getting the answer, like a scale of 5.
What is your project title? Can you just repeat?
DOPS as a assessment method for primary impression making in complete danger. Actually, it is a clinical procedure, sir, under which I have 12 to 15 divisions accordingly.
Okay. So,
And
so
they have to.
right now,
Yeah.
yeah. So if you are simply going to assess them using a DOPS based on the checklist and doing no other extra thing, simply what you can use, two things. You can have a feedback from the faculty and feedback from the student.
That I have
regarding
done.
this.
Yeah.
So that is the primary thing. If you want to build on it, you can have a one group after one skill you have assessed with the DOPS, second skill you have assessed with your routine method, and then you look for the objectivity. Again, there you can have a feedback from the student that how, or sorry, from the teacher, that how objective assessment was. Okay. Or what I can say, that once you do this testing with the DOPS and again you do the assessment with your routine method, and you see that once you use this DOPS for the student and they are aware of the checklist, they are learning better and they are ultimately performing better.
Okay, sir. And what about the regarding the validity, sir? Because suppose I have 9 PG students, so 9 PG students and 6 faculty will be observing these students. So I mean
How
to
many
say, sir,
skills? How many skills?
only one skill, sir.
One skill. And how many times you are going to observe it?
That is the thing I am asking you, sir. Suppose for each PG student, all the 6 faculty will assess individually, or it is you can do the permutation combination.
So it's up to you what you can do right now, not 6. So what I will suggest that use 2 assessor at a time. Number 1.
2 assessor at a time. Okay.
At a time. So it will reduce the bias.
Okay.
Little bit. Even in objectivity, we have some bias, so that will be reduced. Secondly, what you can do, that you do first do the assessment, give the feedback to the student, okay, and give checklist to the student. After 1 month, when again they are doing, again do the DOPS.
Okay.
So here you are using DOPS. In first, you have used DOPS just to take a feedback. Aapko kaisa laga, yeah, how was the system? But now you are building on it, and now you are using DOPS as a teaching tool. And now you again checking the improvement in the score. Are you getting? So you have 2 separate small articles. One is regarding how the student and faculty are perceiving DOPS as a assessment tool, and second session is effect of DOPS as a teaching learning tool.
So my doubt is, suppose I am assessing student number 1. Suppose there are 9 students. One student number 1, suppose assessed by faculty number 1. So student number 1 should be assessed by all the faculty, or it should be assessed by once it has been assessed by any one of us, it should not be repeated again. It should be repeated after 1 month.
No, right now you decide, you give teacher number 1 and 2 will assess student number 1. So 2 teacher at a time assessing 1 student.
Okay. Then after 1 month, same 2 teachers will be assessing that student again.
Yes.
So in that, sir, why I was considering 6 faculty was that because my sample size is less, so I'll be getting more number of samples, like 6.
Yeah, 6 multiplied by 9 is equal to.
Yeah.
No, it's not required. It is not required. It is not required. Now here, as Dr. Siddharth was telling, you can also do FGD at the end. That how you feel overall. But for that, it become qualitative little bit more. Means you have to take the narratives, you have to write, then you find out the themes and everything.
Sir, I don't want to go into that. So you just tell me, suppose if I have 9 PG students and I'll be taking only 2 assessors, what is the maximum number of assessors, sir? I can take 3. Will it be okay?
Yeah, no problem at all.
Okay. So 3 assessor before the start of 1 month, then same 3 assessor for that student, that particular student, after the end of 1 month.
Yes. But in between, when you are briefing them, you are the alone briefing all the 9 students. in between
Okay.
these two.
Okay. Okay.
Sir?
Okay.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir,
Any other?
sir, thank you so much, sir. I would like to leave the class. Is that okay,
No,
sir?
everybody will leave. Everybody will leave. Bye,
Okay.
tata.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your valuable inputs and keeping us all connected, sir. It means a lot, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So be
Thank you
connected.
so much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, be
Thank you, sir.
connected
Thank you very
in the group.
much.
Yes,
And
sir.
we will
Thank
be
you, sir.
calling you for
We will be calling you, sir.
Sure.
clarification
Yeah.
about our project, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye.
Good night,
Good
everyone.
night, Nadia. Good
Bye
night, good
bye.
night.
Good night. Good